A new day is arriving. It is early summer in the Seixo beach. The Seixo beach is inside a nature reserve, a perfect place to get close to nature and get into its rhythm. When the sun rises, life awakens for a bright new day. Walking through the pine woods, we can see a world of little creatures going about on their daily journeys. The small rabbits are quickly finishing up their meals before hiding for the daylight hours. Few places around here are better than this one for small wildlife to prosper. The wilderness here is in great shape. The morning birds, like the blackbird or the starlings, rush to find food in the beautiful gardens and fields of the Areias de Seixo. This place is special. It was designed to nurture a philosophy of respect and interaction with nature, and that's why wildlife is eager to stick around. The hotel has a greenhouse and gardens for growing food. If you stay here for a while, you will be able to spot a whole new world of small birds searching for food in the gardens. There is enough to go around, and these little fellows certainly take their share. In the greenhouse, conditions are created for growing lots of other plants. And without the use of pesticides, this means a whole new habitat for the insects and birds, and maybe even something else that might be hiding somewhere. Lizards love to lie in the sun, soaking up the energy they need to go about. These cold-blooded animals are not shy to come here to enjoy the conditions of the greenhouse and add a little color to the place. Moving out of the greenhouse and on the way to the wonderful Seixo beach, bird songs can be heard from an old pine tree by the dunes. It is a small nest with chicks that seem only a couple of weeks old. This must be the father. A male serin, bright yellow and as busy as can be. The female is more brownish, and it keeps a small distance as well. Both parents take care of their young and will spend the following weeks bringing food for the nest all day until the chicks are strong enough to find their own food and start a new life in this place. Not far from here, and just before arriving at the large dunes on the way to the beach, we will pass a small lake. The lake is an important part of the balance in this small and precious habitat. And its inhabitants are varied, colorful, and sometimes loud. The swallows, quintessential globetrotters, take a few moments to rest. The moorhens, more permanent inhabitants, are getting ready to get together for their mating rituals. They proudly show their red beaks and meet together in the center of the lake to bond for mating season. The toads and the Mediterranean tree frogs have different rituals. They croak as loud as they can to get the female's attention, and the larger ones will be preferred during the entire spring. The smaller ones will just have to wait. The oldest inhabitant of the lake takes its time strolling around the place. The Mediterranean turtle is a full-grown reptile, and this one can grow to be 50 years old. This one has been here for quite a while, and it feels at home. The lakes keep providing everything it needs to stay here for a very long time to come. It feeds on one of the most numerous species in the lake, the red swamp crayfish. It is an invasive species that attracts all kinds of predators. Passing the lake, we are now in the sandy dunes that are between the gardens and the cliffs that lead to the beach. These dunes are a crucial part in the health of this ecosystem. Some of these plants are endemic and highly protected, like the Phoenician juniper or the sea lavender, making this an important site on a global level. And here, sure enough, we are still accompanied by wildlife of all sorts. Enjoying the sun, the amazing light, and the abundance of food, the shrikes go from perch to visit their regular hunting sites. The views that the cliffs by the beach have to offer are simply breathtaking, and we are not the only ones appreciating them. These sanderlings patrol the rocks looking for food. They will eat the tiny particles, crustaceans, mollusks, and algae, taking advantage of the tides and the waves. The beach is a place to encounter the vastness of the Atlantic Ocean, and this one is very close to the woods, gardens, and wilderness surrounding this magical place. This is truly a privileged location. At the end of the day, the wilderness slowly changes, and the day animals are starting to take shelter. But inside the pine woods, there is one inhabitant that is just getting ready to start its day. The long-eared owl is a night predator. At dusk, it starts to awake for the hunting hours. This owl in particular is one of the hardest to spot in Portugal, so its presence here is a true treasure. In spring, the chicks can be spotted during the day, sleeping on top of the pine woods, although it is difficult due to their cryptic camouflage. Strolling by this unexpected and rich wilderness is a gift offered by a sustainable enterprise that is guaranteeing continuity, sustainability, and respect for natural values and resources. At this time, while some go back to their resting places, others start their routines. Those who come here have the opportunity to learn about nature, about its pace and its secrets. This habitat is as safe as can be. The sunset is a magical hour. Everything is filled with light and warmth, and this is the perfect time to join and gather around a fire and watch the wild inhabitants of Areias de Seixo. Feeling wild was never so natural. Enjoy it.